Montenegro, a country where mountains meet the sea, where small towns hide a big history, and the cuisine reflects the character and traditions of an entire nation. On this journey, we will visit 10 places you cannot miss. Kotor, the heart of the Bay of Kotor. Here, narrow streets lead to ancient squares. And fortress walls preserve centuries of history. Life here flows unhurriedly, in an atmosphere of tranquility. In the very heart of the Bay of Kotor lies a unique man-made island, Gospa od Škrpila. It was created from sunken ships and rocks that local residents piled up over the centuries. Today, a picturesque church with a blue dome stands here, housing a collection of maritime gifts and votive offerings from sailors. After a walk on the island, it's worth spending time on the coast. In the vicinity of Perast and Kotor, you can find cozy beaches and stone terraces right by the water. Among the best spots are Dobra Luka Beach, known for its quietness, and the small Ponta Beach in Perast, where you can swim with a view of the island. You should conclude your exploration of the region at the dinner table. The main delicacy here is fresh oysters and mussels grown right in the bay. You must try buzara mussels or shrimp stewed in white wine with garlic and parsley, a simple yet surprisingly exquisite dish that best conveys the taste of the Adriatic. Just a few kilometers from Kotor is Perast. In this small town, time seems to have stood still. Its symbol is the two picturesque islands in the sea. A trip there is an essential part of any visit. The atmosphere of Perast is perfect for leisurely strolls and quiet evening. And for dinner, it's best to order grilled fish dorado or sea bass. Cooked over coals, it retains all the tenderness and flavor of the sea. Wine and the sunset over the bay make this dinner truly special. Budva is the true capital of tourism and entertainment in Montenegro. Here, bustling beaches seamlessly transition into lively streets, and the old town, with its Venetian walls, seems to transport you back in time. At the edge of the old town stands the Citadel, a fortress with panoramic views of the sea and the city, where every tower holds a piece of history. In the summer, the city comes even more alive. Music festivals and evening open-air shows take place, creating an atmosphere of celebration and fun for residents and tourists. But Budva attracts more than just its beautiful streets and events. Local cuisine is another way to get to know the city. A special place is held by chorba, a thick fish soup. Every cafe and restaurant has its own recipe, but it is always a rich, aromatic dish that locals love to start their lunch with. This simple, hearty food warms you up and reminds you of the sea's proximity, making a stroll through Budva even more fulfilling. Sveti Stefan, Montenegro's calling card, an island hotel connected to the shore by a narrow causeway. If staying here is beyond your budget, it's worth coming, even if just for the view and the atmosphere. You can get onto the island by reserving a table at the restaurant. But even from the outside, the island looks absolutely magical. The gastronomic symbol of this place is considered Njeguši prosciutto, air-cured ham smoked over beechwood in the mountains. It is served in thin slices, alongside wine, and it is one of the country's most recognizable flavors. Cetinje, the ancient capital of Montenegro, where the royal history is palpable. From Cetinj, our path leads to the majestic Mount Lovchen. This sacred mountain rises above the city and offers breathtaking panoramas of the mountain ranges and the coast. At its peak is the mausoleum of Petr II, Petrovich, Njegoš the great poet and ruler, the national pride of Montenegro. At the foot of Lovchen lies the village of Njegoši, the birthplace of famous Montenegrin delicacies. This is where the legendary prosciutto and aromatic, rich-tasting cheese are made. Njegoši cheese is often served with honey or wine, and the prosciutto has long become the country's calling card. For travelers, this combination of history, nature, and gastronomy turns into a real discovery. Skadar Lake, the largest in the Balkans. It amazes with the beauty of its landscapes and the richness of its nature. It is a vast national park and one of the largest bird reserves in Europe. Here, you can see rare Dalmatian pelicans and other bird species. You can take a boat trip on the lake and then stop at a local restaurant to try skadar carp. This is a special recipe. The fish is baked with walnuts, dried fruit, and honey. The carp turns out incredibly tender and juicy. The soft carp meat and sweet additions create an unexpected but harmonious flavor, a true gastronomic signature of the region. Podgorica, the capital of Montenegro, rarely becomes the main travel destination. But those who stay here for at least a day discover a different side of the city. The modern rhythm is highlighted by the Millennium Bridge, a light, white arch that looks especially beautiful when lit up in the evening. And nearby is the city's other face, Stara Varosh, the historical quarter with narrow streets, mosques, and traces of Ottoman architecture. But drive just a few kilometers, and the city gives way to wild nature. The road leads into the Moracha River Canyon. Here, switchbacks wind along sheer cliffs. The Emerald River roars beneath the wheels, forming small waterfalls in places. And panoramas of the gorge open up with every turn. These views showcase the true power and beauty of Montenegro. In the same area is the namesake Moracha Monastery. Famous for its medieval frescoes. In the capital, you can try the classic Balkan dish cevapi or cevapcic. Small meat sausages are served with flatbread, onions, and sauces. Hearty, simple, and incredibly delicious. Dishes like these form the everyday gastronomic culture of the country. Durmitor, a national park with majestic mountains and glacial lakes, a true treasure trove of Montenegrin nature. Dozens of routes for hiking and trekking start here. The paths lead from the dark waters of the Black Lake at the foot of Mount Medjed to the peak of Bobotov Kuk, the highest point in Durmitor. Trails descend to the magnificent Tara River Canyon, the deepest in Europe. And pass through one of the largest preserved old-growth forest masses. The center of this beauty is the town of Jablayak, a small mountain resort where travelers find rest after long hikes, cozy hotels and chalets, restaurants with local cuisine, and the warm atmosphere of a real mountain village. Traditional mountain food is especially valued here. The most famous dish is kaçamak cornmeal porridge with potatoes, cheese and kajmak, a clotted cream product. A rich and heavy meal that helps shepherds recover after work in the mountains for centuries. For the traveler, kaçamak becomes the taste of authentic Montenegro. Plav and Gusinje. In the east of the country are the towns of Plav and Gusinje. Surrounded by the majestic Prokletihe mountain, this region is called the Wild Heart of Montenegro. Everything here is a reminder of nature's power and pristine state. The main gem of the region is Plav Lake, the largest mountain lake in the country, reflecting the peaks of Prokletihe. In the summer, you can go boating or enjoy hiking along the lakeside trails. And in the winter, watch as the lake turns into an icy mirror. The surroundings are ideal for hiking and mountaineering enthusiasts. Dozens of routes lead through gorges, passes, and mountain valleys, opening up stunning views. You'll encounter waterfalls, alpine meadows, and crystal-clear rivers here. Plav and Gusinje are a corner where Montenegro shows its harsh, yet incredibly beautiful face. This is a land of wild nature and deep traditions. Here, you should try sarizmiha, a special cheese matured in clay pots. Its dense texture and rich flavor make it a unique product rarely found outside this region, a true discovery for lovers of unusual cheese. Stari Bar Fortress. Stari Bar is a ghost town, abandoned by its residents in the 19th century, but retaining its atmosphere. It is located on a hill, away from the coast, and represents a massive archaeological complex with the ruins of churches, houses, and fortress walls, allowing you to literally touch history. The surroundings of Stari Bar are immersed in olive groves. Trees that are several hundred years old grow here, and the local olive oil is rightfully considered one of the best in the country. Be sure to try dishes prepared with it. It's a flavor that carries the sun and soil of this region. Oriental sweets such as baklava are also popular here, a legacy of Ottoman influence. Herceg-Novi. The city is situated right at the entrance to the Bay of Kotor. It is called the city of fortresses, citrus gardens, and endless staircases. A walk through the old streets reveals picturesque squares, ancient churches, and panoramas of the bay. The symbol of the city is the Kanli Kula Fortress, towering over the bay. In summer, its stage turns into a venue for concerts and festivals. Another landmark is Forte Mare, a fortress right by the sea, offering unforgettable sunsets. Montenegro is small in area but incredibly rich in experiences. Its wild, untouched nature reveals the true character of this place. From the rugged mountain peaks to the secluded bays, travel to find your own Montenegro deep in the canyons, on mountain peaks, and far from the beaten path. Rediscover this country. And since you watched this video until the end, it means you enjoyed it. Please like the video, it really helps the channel. Subscribe and discover the world with us.